This is game three of the Bahama Basketball Association championship round. That's on 5 series. And in Kenneth Roper, I'll be providing play-by-play for this game. And we are starting from this Trevor and Fluff. Play basketball well. Do everything right. Rebound Fluff. Turnover, edge of steal by Mikhail. Passes the ball Jennings. Pulls up for a three. Missed, rebound is away. Another turnover by Edge. Yeah, but 3-point by Regis Cooper. Score is 5-0. Another turnover by Edge. Yep, like the Mahakama. 6-7. That was 3 early turnovers by the point guard for the Nuts. Three by Trevor. Missed. Down by Clarence. Eagles. Total by Plus. Made basket. 7-2. Ball stripped by East. Randall. Two tied at 1-1. Three by Edgefield. And passing wasn't working, but the shot is there. First people missed the final. Second free throw good. Floater by Joel. Made basket. The Mavs get out to a early 12 to 3 start. Shot by Martin, but after he found that repeat. No good. Beautiful shot. 3-point up. Miss. Rebound. KBD. Tony with 3. Made 3 by Garland. Those that watch the afternoon. Those 2 points of Tony is what won them that game. It helped to win them that game. And he's coming out hot again. Three by Joel. Made 3. That is about 7 early points for Joel in this game. Stripped by Keith. Another 3-point attempt by Regis. Miss. Ball top by Mikhail Gatella. Keith with another steal. Blocked by Trevor. KBD with the late miss. Mikhail with the rebound. Football. He has to do one of the fouls just now.
So how you doing it? You're gonna have to talk a little louder for me to hear you. Though.
All right. Turnover Dudley boys. KDD. All right. Put back on top of this. Rebound. Fluff. Apparently everybody took on these others tonight. Shot by Adrian Miss. Travel with the ball. Shot 3-point by Bahama. Miss. Rebound Bonnie. Put back on
The younger State stepped onto the court, and he's actually helping the team add more points to their basket. Within his first few seconds on the floor, he added 3 points, carrying them up from a deficit of around, I think, 10 at one point.
Yeah, last game it was his 3-pointers that helped to win the game, and I guess after the CE come out, still hot.
Nice steal there by number 2.
That's already 4 early turnovers inside this quarter by the Gym Rats. 3 of them from their point guard.
Throughout this first quarter, the Gym Rats seem to have found a loophole inside of the W Boys defense around, I'd say, right after the free throw line. Most of their points came from right after there through some hop steps, a little bit of English on the ball from Joel and from number 1, Adriel Martinborough.
And that's been the story of this entire series from the first game. They beat them by just driving the ball. Dudley Boys shot 33 3-pointers inside the first game. Gym Rats only shot 19. So they made it their point to get in the paint and put pressure on the defense.
I think that's a smart move by their head coach tonight.
Yeah, Trico is one of the better head coaches inside of this league.
And that's where the Gym Rats actually can break down the defense as well, because they do have more than one 3-point shooter.
Yep. And that young man that just shot the 3 is who hit the game winner for game 1. It was actually a 4-point play.
Both of the referees agreed on that one there on the floor.
So who you expecting a big performance from tonight? From the Dudley Boys?
I'm looking at number 5, Devontae Jennings.
I'm expecting another big performance by Mikkel, number 4. Last game he put up 20 points and 14 boards. And inside his post-game interview, he said that this championship now he wants to remind the guys of who he is.
I think that's also where the Dudley Boys thrive. I think everybody on their team can get a nice jumper up off of the ground.
Yeah.
A few early foul calls tonight.
Yep.
But most of them on the ground, not much of them coming with free throws. As a timeout there by the New Era Gym Rats and their head coaches,
If we,
head coach.
if we look around the gym tonight, we have the commissioner of our league, Trevor Smith, in the black shirt, working the music tonight. Is our co-president, Unico being one. Also want to miss a happy 46th birthday from the media team. So this quarter so far, the score is 13-18. The Dudley boys are up. I mean, are down. My apologies. We also have NBA G Leaguer inside the building, Franco Miller Jr. We're back after the timeout, 58.6 seconds on the game clock.
With about a minute left inside of the first quarter, I think when coaches take that bit of a break, they allow one team to actually go on a run, or the defense just clogs more often than not.
Yeah.
There's that loophole that the Gym Rats have continuously took advantage of.
That's the disadvantage of playing a zone defense, especially the zone that they're in. That, another three from the missed 3-pointer by Perez. That's already 5 early fouls. 2 on Jennings, on Devontae Jennings. We, we can expect the Gym Rocks to continue stocking the paint and putting pressure on Dudley boys throughout this entire game.
I think right out of the break, this is where they need to push the ball.
And that is the end of the first quarter. 15-19. Gym Rocks are up. This three-pointer rebound by Edward Martinberg. Another three-point attempt by Regis. Regis really came out cold tonight. I think for the Gem Rocks to really win this game, they need Regis to really start knocking down some shots. I think he's about maybe one for five so far.
Oh wow.
Five seconds on the clock. And an offensive foul was called on number 2. You know, number 2. One of my favorite thing about him, watching him play, he's literally their best defender. The type of person I am when it comes to basketball, I just love defense. And I love to see when people make that effort on defense.
I've watched a bit of the new era Gym Rats defense over this 2025-26 season, and I think that this was one of the best defenses that we saw so far.
Yeah, it definitely was.
They don't really have height, but they do have speed and grit.
That's a bad foul. And they have a big man in the middle, Fluff. He can guard 125. And his job is to play defense.
Devontae with his first out of 2 or no 3.
A second out of 3.
Yep.
Rebound by Trevor. Good back with Trevor, miss. And it's off the boys. Good pass. And another 3-pointer by Joel. That's about 10 early points by Joel.
Yep. In the first half, he seems to be going off a lot.
Gem Rocks started this game way better than they started the last game. The last game at the end of the first quarter was 9-25 with the Dudley boys being up.
Oh wow. And the Dudley boys ended up winning that game.
Yep.
It seems as though when we watch those UB games against when the Dudley boys played the University of Bahamas Nassau team, when they came down, despite that those guys having younger energy, when the third and the fourth quarters come around, the Dudley boys show themselves as fourth quarter players. So you can most likely have a good lead on them, get a few points up on them, but these guys, they tend to come back.
Yeah, they have experienced basketball players such as Trevor Bean, who played semi-pro, and then they have the Finals MVP from last season, Samar Pinder, as, as well as Devontae Jennings, who put up 40 points inside the closing out game against Pizza last year.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but we're 25 or 26 games into the season, and the Dudley boys have only lost one of those games.
Only one, and they went the entire regular season undefeated. Took their first loss last week Monday to the Gym Rats, the Gym Rats. That's actually very impressive. Good block by Trevor. Well layup missed by Trevor. Normally going down there, he doesn't miss those. Nearly impossible to stop. Since we have a little bit of drama on the court.
It appears as if the New Era Gym Rats just got a technical foul free throw up, and they still have two more as there was a foul on the floor.
Yeah, the foul was the technical foul free throw was on Darryl Duncan, DVD. Three made free throws by Regis Cooper. Another turnover by the Dudley boys.
This is the part of the game where players have to recognize, hey, we just gave up 3 free shots, and coming back from that, we can't be turning over the ball in a willy-nilly manner.
And the Dudley boys coach needs to get his team together so they can limit these turnovers. Good putback, great putback.
Nice putback by number 2.
Another turnover by the Dudley boys. I'll find the final MVP checking back in. That's a 3-pointer by Regis. Come on, let's run this out. Dudley boys look like they're really gonna need a big game from Trevor. Coming into the postseason, he's averaging 21 points. 21 points this season.
The Gym Rats are really manipulating that little hole that the Dudley Boys are leaving behind. There goes Mikkel for the 2 points. The score is now 25-29 in favor of the New Era Gym Rats.
Rebound, Samar. I don't think that's a shot that he could have taken in that moment. Offensive foul caught him that day. Another turnover. Shamrock's defense is really forcing a lot of things. There goes that loophole again.
That's around 20 points just from that little hole within the free throw line that the Dudley Boys are leaving open for the Gym Rats.
Present yourself, bro! Get this done, bro! Stop food, boy!
Mikhail battled at the free throw line. First free throw good. Mikhail is actually one of the most athletic young men I've ever seen in my entire life.
I think he plays all of the sports.
Every sport that we have here in Grand Bahama, Mikhail plays.
He's a well-rounded player.
Just last year, he got into playing rugby. I was very shocked. I remember there was a game last year. He came late because he was busy playing volleyball inside the playoffs of volleyball, and then he came here right after that to play our season game.
Wow, that's athleticism at its peak.
Another missed three-pointer by Dudley Boys.
sometimes all a player needs to see is the ball go in.
That's it. And Samar's one of those players who don't want to let him see the ball go in. Once he gets started, it's hard to stop him.
Two points. The Dudley Boys have now cut the lead down to 2 points. At one point in the first half, the new era Gym Rats had the lead to near 10 points, if may I even say 12. But right now, the Dudley Boys, just like we spoke about earlier, when you come down to the second, the third, and the fourth, they play with longevity. So now the lead's down just to a mere 2 points for the Gym Rats.
These people bringing the ball up the court. Great block by Regis. Another controversial call by Harry. They all split the free throws. Good defense by Regis. Way to play discipline. Another turnover by Jim Rats. Three-pointer by Trevor.
The score is now tied. There's 46 seconds left on the clock and in the first half.
Can the Dudley Boys capture their first lead of the game?
That was a beautiful shot by Adrian Martinborough, but it did not fall. With 20 seconds left inside of the first half, the Dudley Boys look to hold the ball for the last shot.
And the Dudley Boys capture their first lead for the game. We got a halftime to score 35-33. The Dudley Boys are up 2. Okay, now we're going to hear from some of the guys that helped to make this league progress as great as it does.
He's the least interesting person here.
We are with Mr. Tremaine Williams. So, how are you feeling about the series so far?
Oh man, great season come to it. End up with these two teams in the championship, and it's a battle back and forth, no blowout. So everybody likes to see that. I don't know which way this game's gonna turn. It could either be by one shot or one foul or one free throw. We don't know. So the excitement's in there. We got a full crowd here. We get a full support of Grand Mama. So yeah, looking good.
So, coming out the half, what players you expecting to do? Looking forward to see him play the second half.
I think the X factors to be both teams who can rebound better. So Fluff us to get them something on this side who's in trouble, foul trouble. And on that next side, Bonnie, who actually I think won the game for them last time, and we see how Bonnie and Jabbar do. So whoever can win the battle inside, I think that's going to win the game.
All right, thank you very much. So you guys came out hot inside the first half of this game so far. Now the score is 35-33. You guys are down 2. What can we expect in the second half of this game?
Same thing, same game plan. We just didn't mind mistakes. We didn't take advantage of mistakes they made, but still looking good in our favor.
So, so far, so well started this game off hot for you guys. What are you gonna do to keep him going and ensure that he keeps on taking those shots that he's comfortable with those floaters and those open threes?
Well, the ball is his hand. He got to say with that. He got to take advantage of that. You just got to don't be scared. Continue taking the shots falling. Keep shooting it.
So far inside this series, the biggest X factor has been the rebounding. How are you guys intend to overwhelm Miguel and Bonnie and those guys on the board this game?
Yeah, we kind of short-handed right now, but we just got to get everyone to get in the rebound. All 5 players got to get in there to try and rebound.
All right, thank you very much.
No problem.
We're about to kick off the. We're about to kick off the second half, and the Dudley Boys have surpassed the New Era Gym Rats by 2 points, a lead they weren't able to close in the first 20 minutes before the ending of the first half, and now they're ahead.
I think now this half we're about to see Edgehill start to get comfortable and get going.
Oh, that was a high shot.
Yeah, that was great defense by Trevor. Thirty-five, 33. Dudley Boys up 2 points. Three by Edgehill, and it's good. The Gym Rats reclaim the lead.
That was a big shot by Trevor to end the drought there.
That was a really tough 3-pointer. Bro.
If you like, if you type this up here, like you can move it a bit slower. Like you don't want to too many speed up. Just like you said, this is where Israel is getting a bit more comfortable and allowing his rhythm to flow. That's already what, 5 points inside of his first 3 minutes on the court.
Another foul call against the Dudley Boys. Turnover by Gym Rats. First free throw good. Second free throw no good. Defensive rebound by Jim Rock. That's now 3 fouls on Vontae Jennings. 2 more, and he's out of the, and they're gonna take him out of this game. That was a great defensive possession by the Dudley boys. This Dudley boys defense really starting to overwhelm this Jim Rock. Just as you mentioned earlier, they always tend to pick it up a notch in the second half of this game. Another turnover. Scores now 45-38. Dudley boys are up. Turnover, Dudley boys.
A bit too strong on the Hail Mary pass.
great defensive possession by the Dudley Boys. Great out defense by Devontae Jennings.
After not maintaining a lead for the first half of the game, the Dudley Boys have seemed to open up the gap a bit wider with 7 points.
I wonder if they can hold on to this lead for the rest of the game.
I think the reigning champions and one of the best teams in the league can do that.
I want the way they're playing defense. They're showing exactly why they're the reigning champions.
They've now extended the lead to 10 whole points. Shamar Pinder is hot. And just like we spoke about the reigning MVP, when he gets going and sees one of those 3 balls fall in, he's hitting them from all over the court.
And the Dudley Boys are now on a 13-4 run this half. They're showing exactly why they're the defending champions.
The champions are showing why they're champions.
And why they went undefeated the entire regular season. We out here just enter the building. The birthday boys, dressed in white. Once again, happy birthday to Yukino being next. Our co-president for the Bahama Basketball Association.
Know can shoot. But as a head coach, I'll always take that break when I see a player that I know can shoot hitting those shots. And Shamar Pinder definitely forced a big time out there.
Yeah, you can't allow a guy like Shamar Pinder to get comfortable with those shooting those 3-pointers. Earlier I mentioned how Devontae Jennings inside the closeout game scored 40. Well, the game right before that, Shamar Pinder also put up 40 points.
Wow.
And that's what makes this team so dangerous.
You never know who's going to go for that run.
Democrats are down by 13 points this quarter. Can they close the lead? Great first shot by Clarence Thompson. Another turnover. The defense continues to overwhelm the Dudley boys.
Thank you.
53-40. The Dudley boys are up 13 points. Edward misses his first free throw. He misses both of those free throws. Missed layup by Mikel. And Edward now decided to go back to putting pressure back on their paint defenders, so he can get to the free throw line and slow this game down for them. He splits those free throws. Mikel with the rebound.
With 45 seconds left inside of the third quarter, with the Dudley boys up 12 points, I don't think much can happen right now.
So the Gym Rocks, we can hope that the Gym Rocks come out. Another three-pointer by the Dudley boys. Extending that lead to 15 points. We can just hope that the Gym Rocks can recoup coming into the fourth quarter.
I think Clevon in number 3, I think he's one of those players that you can count on. Like, he steps on the floor and he's a sure 3-ball or at least a jumper for you.
And that is the end of the third quarter. Beginning of the fourth quarter now. The Dudley Boys hold a 15-point lead in the New Era Gym Rock. Can they hold this lead, or will the Gym Rock manage to close this lead and take over for their second win? This series is a best out of 5. First team to win 3 games win the series. Series is tied up at 1-1. 10 scheme that the Gully Boys are using right now is currently to trap Edgefield Martinsboro and keep them out of this game. So far, it has been working. Rebound by DJ. Laid up made by Miguel Becker. They have extended this lead to 17 points. 3 throws, but then
What?
.58-43, the Dudley Boys are up by 15 points. And the Gym Rats cut the lead down to 13. Traveling call on Mikel. Seconds on the shot clock. Layup by Edgefield is good. This is now an 11-point game. Gym Rats are slowly chipping away at this lead. Good pass. Let's lay up. Good basket. Good. Timeout, Dudley Boys. It is now a 9-point game.
Hey, move the 10 seconds. Come here. Let's go now.
We are with Mr. Yukino being the birthday boy in the building tonight. Tell us how are you enjoying your birthday?
Say again.
How are you enjoying your birthday so far?
Hey man, look here, it's been amazing so far. I have life, I have strength, and I'm here watching the game of basketball here in Grand Bahama.
So the series is tied at 1-1 right now. How do you? I'm not gonna ask you who do you expect to come out on top, but what players do you expect to see to continue to make big games around the team?
Well, the Dudley boys is the defending champion of the team to beat. In order to beat a man, you gotta beat the man. So at this point, yeah, the Gym Rats might have beaten them, giving them their first L, but they still gotta push through and finish the job. Until then, Dudley boys reign supreme.
So also talk to us about the mere fact that the Dudley boys were the reigning champs and they lost no game throughout this whole season before they played the Gym Rats. Talk to us about that.
Well, let me give you a correction there. Actually, the Dudley boys haven't lost the game from 2025. The only time the Dudley boys would have lost is when they went to Nassau for the Nationals last year. So that's when they came back from the Nationals and this new year started. They went on a tear. And they're hungry to get back to Nationals again and try their hand again because they feel like their job was not finished.
Thank you, Mr. President.
All right.
I think the core of this new era Gym Rats team and in their latest edition of Martin Barrow has actually helped them go on a run, come back with some defense. Go on a run, chip away at a lead, come back on some defense. I think without Martin Barrow piecing together the new era Gym Rats, as you know, they also had Jay Philippe.
Yeah.
And Philippe's not here. So with their playmaker out of town right now or not on the court with them, I think Edriel actually helps the team.
He does. He feels like that Jay left, and Jay was a big player for them off the bench. And the Dudley boys pushed the lead back to 12. Jim Ross got this lead down as far as 8 points.
There goes with another two added to the scoreboard.
Nice tough layup by Regis to cut this lead, to bring this lead back down to 8 points. Jim Ross came out strong this quarter. After being down as much as 17 points. This layup, rebound Trevor, and it's a turnover. $62-54. The Dudley boys are up. Another made bucket by Edriel Martin Burrow cuts the lead, brings the lead down to 6 points. Trevor downhill. And that's a made basket. Walking foul call on Bonnie.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
We are back after the timeout. 6 seconds on the shot clock. That's another Jim Rock's turnover. Block. Trevor block for every man goal. Michelle with the putback. Lead is now brought back to 10 points. Everything lead. 3-pointer by Joel. Missed. Got his rebound. Made the pass to number 8. But it was safe. It was pulling away. Turnover by Libor. The lead is now brought down to 7 points. Nice layup by Trevor. Rebound fluff. score is 66-59. The Dudley Boys are up by 7 points with 2 minutes left to go. Another turnover by the Dudley Boys. And the Jimrats turn the ball over, trying to advance the ball. Jennings directing traffic. And a jump ball is scored. That was three fouls on McKelly. A technical foul has been called on McKelly backfield.
Let's go, Vince!
With a minute and 30 left on the clock in the fourth quarter, Martin Barrow misses both free throws.
The first shot was the technical free throw. Now, with the amount of missed free throws that they have inside this game, they would have enough to tie the game or possibly take the lead.
Now all three of them are gone. The lead stuck at 7 with a minute and 20 left on the clock.
Jamal with a 3, miss. Ball goes out of bounds. Still not scored. Jimrats call a timeout. With a minute left to go in this game, the Dudley Boys hold on to a 7-point lead. The Dudley Boys are in the bonus of 5 fouls to 0 for the Jimrats. And the lead has been cut down to 5 with a layup by Edgar Martin Barrow, and he's going to get his free throw.
Martin Barrow is definitely proving why he's that playmaking force, stepping in for Philippe and making sure that the Jimrats at least put up a fight.
Yeah, and he's no stranger to these moments. He was the starting point guard for the Tabernacle Baptist Academy team back in high school, and he also played ball semi-pro and in college.
Wow. And he actually picked a great time to give a foul to Devontae Jennings to slow down the clock a bit, with only 57 seconds left inside of this final game, where whoever goes up most likely usually wins this championship best of five.
24 seconds left. Four-point lead by the Dudley Boys. We are in crunch time now. 30 seconds left. Missed layup. Blocked by Trevor. Blocked by Trevor. And another time out is being called. We may have just seen the turning point of this game that sealed the win for the Dudley Boys. With a big block by Trevor Bean. .7 seconds left in the game. The Dudley Boys are up by 4 points right now. Can they seal this win? Or will the Gym Rats manage to steal it? Oh,
I want to interview with Narrow, but might slip. Ooh.
First free throw missed by Mikel. And just 2.4 seconds. The Dudley boys hold on to their lead and advance the series to carry the lead up to 2-1. One more win, and the Dudley boys are back-to-back champions.
The reigning champions have done it again. I
Just
want to get that interview with Nero.
just one more game now. That's it. Kendrick Joker, and thank you again. Good night.